Hey everyone, it's Rainbow Bright, and I'm finally getting the chance to play Fire Emblem Three Houses. I actually spent like 3 hours on this already, and when I went to save it, I don't know what happened. I have no clue, but none of it was there. I could not get to anything. So I went ahead and I deleted my entire file because I wanted to start from the very beginning with everyone. I'm going to make the same choices I did before. It's just really, really frustrating to have to do all of this stuff again. Because I spent so long on it. Oh my gosh. Now, I won't really be talking during these scenes because I want to be able to focus on them, just so you're aware. This is so cool, though. What I don't understand is why she's just standing there. Ooh, now she looks mad. I know you're here, kitty. Come on.
Do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die in it! Die! Die! You took everything that I loved!
My goodness.
He's gone now, Mother.
Oh my gosh, so many colors.
Oh my. What could have brought you here?
That's what I would like to know, ma'am.
I wonder how you got in here. It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
This music is really cool too.
I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway?
I kind of hope that they come out with like an amiibo of this because I just really like both of their character designs, honestly. Last time I said I'm immortal because I was a little... Like, I thought it would be funny to say I'm a demon, but I realized this game takes your choices very seriously.
I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on.
So I'm a little too scared too, honestly.
Huh. I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names.
Well, I mean, mine's not very normal either, don't worry.
You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world? Well, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange. It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap.
This game looks so beautiful. The way they animated it, the fact that they're doing all voice acting, like...
It is almost time to...
This game has made so many leaps and bounds between each installment. I've never ceased to be amazed. It's so good. Oh, she's snoring.
Hey, time to wake up. Were you having that dream again?
Last time I did, I was dreaming about war. I am kind of curious to see what happens when I say I was dreaming about a young girl.
You've described her to me before. I don't think I've ever met anyone like that. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts.
If you choose the option for, you dreamed about a war, he talks about how a great war like that hasn't happened in a certain amount of, I can't remember how many years he said, but he said it hasn't happened in a long time. And then this exact same thing.
Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed. Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn. Oh, good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with a situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandit spotted just outside the village. Dead.
I guess they followed you
shoot.
all the way here. We can't abandon this village now.
I didn't mean to do that.
Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
I was born and ready. Let's go. A skirmish at dawn. All right, let's go.
Let's take care of those thieves before they overrun the village. Take down the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
So, I'm not entirely sure who his voice actor is, but I know I've heard his voice actor before, including his and the lady from the very first cutscene. I'm pretty sure hers was... I've heard her voice as Lucy from Fairy Tail, and she's done a lot of others, but that's the one that stands out in my mind the most,
focused.
is that one. Oh wait, no, I want it. Oh my gosh, Cat, why? Why do you do this? I'm sorry.
Ready and willing.
We're gonna attack with him first, because he's ranged. Yes, weapon durability. Each time you use a weapon, the durability of it goes down. So you have to be careful, make sure you keep track of it. You don't want to not be able to use your items.
Is that all?
That was a very boring looking spear.
Thank you.
talk-
We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
He's cute. But you can talk to most units. I'm not sure exactly how this game works, but I know in previous ones you can talk to units that are on the field.
I will prevail.
And it helps strengthen your bond with them. So it was really important to make sure you talk to as many people as you can. It's not, it may be now, but it wasn't always available in the old one. That's why it was so important.
You have a strange aura about you. You say you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
You got it. I know in the previous ones, to get certain allies, you had to talk to them. They were just random.
While protecting ourselves from the enemy. Take up position inside the forest.
But they were just random units or random people, like, on the field that you had to go speak to recruit. It was really fun. Okay. Alright. So let's see. We can go up to these units and click on them to see exactly how far they can move. So that tells us how far do we want to go. We're gonna actually put him right in the line of fire first. And put him right behind. And then I still need to talk to him.
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that. I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
And then I'm going to move her into the bush. It's also, if you notice, I'm moving them close to one another because they each, they can give buffs to one another.
Good. If we're in the forest, we can sustain their attacks without losing the advantage.
Oh, I didn't get this last time. Cool. Ooh. Let's see, just having them near one another makes a difference.
This is a fine opportunity. Use the combat arts I taught you.
Oh, I did not get this either. Combat arts are powerful techniques that use more weapon durability than usual. They do not typically allow for follow-up attacks. Units learn new combat arts when their weapon skills level goes up. There are no combat arts for reason or faith. Those skills grant magic instead. So we're just gonna go. Just gonna go ahead and have him attack. Bam.
Never underestimate an outsider.
Nice. Which gives him the opportunity to move forward and attack him. Oh, I was hoping I could go up and then we'll do combat arts with her. Oh, he's almost dead. I'll go ahead and do it anyway. Ooh. So that was a critical. You can always tell when a critical is happening because you see their picture pop up and they say something. It's pretty cool. There we
Who's
go.
next?
Level 2. Ooh, that was a
We'll
good
get
level
stronger
up.
yet.
That was really good. All right. Go ahead and move them.
Use caution.
We'll go ahead and have him heal himself.
Damn! Why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
All right, well, let's go. Bring it on. And as you can tell, each battle is separated into phases. It starts with player phase, enemy phase, ally phase.
Attack when an ally is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
Which is what I have been trying to do. It really makes a big difference. It really does. Guess here for now? Oh, we'll take you over here. And hopefully be able to loop around next turn.
I'll cut through.
Hey! You with the blank stare! Out of my way!
Let's go. Oh, you missed. Haha. Ow. Ooh, that was cool. Oh no, I was gonna have somebody else kill him. Oh darn.
Back to it.
Alright. We'll do you. Bam.
That's the golden deer for you.
Alright, that's 2 people level 2 now. Oh, that was a
Doesn't always
really...
go as planned.
That was a really bad level up. That was awful. That was awful. So each time they level up, their stats go up, but it's random what goes up, and it's absolutely awful. There's been times where I've saved in the middle of a fight. Like, you kind of want to save often, and if it's a bad level up, I would go back and do as much as I need it to again, because I don't like it. Alright, combat arts. Ooh, cool. That was cool. Oh, please get a good one. Alright,
We must all do our part.
good enough for me. Oh, cool, I got heart. That is neat. From all of them. Woo! That was right on her back. Right there.
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis. But I'm also known as the Beginning.
But why would our lives be connected like that? I wonder.
Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis. And I am also called the Beginning. But who once called me that?
What are you talking about? Or Sothis? Let's see, what are you talking about?
I was not able to recall my name until just now.
So it's the same no matter which one, because that's the exact same thing she said last time, because I said Sothis last.
And just like that, it came to me. How odd.
Yeah, I chose the other option during the 3 hours I was recording before. I'm still salty about that. I'm sorry.
That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name? Phooey! That child just saved your life. And what does that make you?
I'm still gonna choose I am no child.
Such arrogance. You look the part, but are you truly an adult? You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened.
Thank you.
There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all.
Well, you just said that made it sound like our lives were connected. If I died, you would die.
Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that?
What will happen when time resumes?
When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end.
Yeah, that's
How rude
shocking.
of you to drag me into this.
Oh my gosh.
What to do?
Oh, you notice it's a little hard to see because of the chat box, but on her, the thing on her stomach, it has that same crest that popped up when we did the special attack. Turn back the hands of time.
Of course. I must turn back the hands of time.
And see, that's the same crest too.
Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome. I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go.
You got it.
Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
This is really cool. We got it that time.
Hey, over here!
They all three seem very impressed.
Hey, did you just...
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students.
You're a little late, sir.
Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them.
Because you're late.
The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
Stage complete. Oh.
Thank you.
Captain Gerald? It is you! Goodness, it's been ages! Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man! Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway.
He's so excited to see him again. It's kind of cute. Like, I don't know. I think it's cute and funny. He seems so excited.
Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
That's a really long time.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
But what if I don't wanna?
Garreg Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
Well, at least I know when I was doing that on the boxing video, I was kind of right that it's a church and a school, the monastery. I was right on both.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
So, last time I did say that is correct, and I'm gonna go ahead and say that again just because, I want to make sure to get as many of the same things as I did last time. But you guys have got to let me know. What happens if you say this other stuff? Like, are we his kid no matter what?
Is that so?
Because he just accepts
Well,
it.
physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you? What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
I love that he keeps calling him captain, even though he just asked him not to.
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Saros.
Knights of Saros. They do seem rather skilled.
He also seems nice.
Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Saros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
That is really cool. I didn't know he was a captain.
How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers Academy at Garreg Mach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
Aw.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Which they are both correct, honestly.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
And he is also right.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
This game is so beautiful. They did such a good job with it.
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now, I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really.
Kind of, yes. You kind of need to get to know someone first. Make sure they're... far as you know, I could have just been a spy.
I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors.
But they were all three going to do the same.
But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well,
So last time I did choose the Holy Kingdom of Fergus simply because, one, lions are my favorite animal ever, and I've loved them for as long as I can remember. But two, I've always really liked the idea of paladins and honorable knights and things like that, and that's really the feel and the vibe you get from them. I'm going to go through the other two at some point, but for my first time, I really want to be with the Holy Kingdom.
Understood. Fargus is a noble and
Fargus,
distinguished
excuse me.
kingdom that has always valued chivalry.
And see, that's one of the reasons why I thought it was interesting. I think it's neat.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
I will eventually play through the others as well and see the differences between them. But I really want to try Farragut first, just because I think it's cool.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
my, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
She is a refined young woman, but I feel as though she is always evaluating me. He seems quite sincere, but I sense darkness lurking beneath. Ooh. And Claude. His smile, or his easy smile, is striking, but that smile doesn't reach his eyes.
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again. I may be sleeping, but
I'm sleepy too, don't worry. I understand. I'm gonna go ahead and save here again. Yeah, the little, it's so cute.
Part 1. White Clouds. Great Tree Moon. 3 houses.
Now that's a voice I recognize. Pretty sure he does the narrating in Final Fantasy
The icy
XIV.
winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond
Nice.
its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights.
I just don't like that it's cold.
To the
I don't like
east,
cold.
A league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
This is so cool. It looks
This will
so
be your
good.
first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough.
It's a very pretty place.
it is. Garrick Mock Monastery.
Well, you know what he's blushing about.
Rhea's here.
And that's probably her. Or that is her. Lady Ray. Rhea.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
Cute screen.
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
You've been here
I've
before?
never spoken of this to you before, but many years ago, I was a knight here. I reported to the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
The Archbishop?
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right, hello.
God, this game looks so good. I love that everything's so animated and it's still... Oh, it's so beautiful.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
My cats keep trying to get up here. If you hear sounds in the mic, I'm sorry. They are desperate to get up here for some reason right now.
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Oh, God, I want to know what the differences are.
Yes. Born many years after I left this place. I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I love that they... I don't know if there is differences or not, but if there is, I love the fact that they would just put this detail into the story.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name? A fine name indeed.
My name is Rainbow.
From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
Yeah, I don't look anything like him at all. I must work here? As a mercenary?
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck.
No,
And
don't leave.
watch out for Lady Rhea.
You gonna leave me with these crazy
I
people?
don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Alright.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know.
Now his voice, I also recognize. Can't tell you from what, but I know it.
I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
Oh my gosh. You're a songstress?
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middlefranc Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela.
Oh gosh, just cut her off.
Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain.
I mean, I got a little example.
The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
Okay.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'm assuming they're all around the same age, too.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Oh my gosh.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way.
If you say
I
so.
suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Is it really that bad?
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Geralt character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flayn is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Well, my Simba's got a good head on his shoulders.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the Church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation.
He seems really cool.
Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
I wonder what book we were reading. Alright, we're getting a look into each of the house classrooms to see the people. As is normal for Tales game, they always try to put a lot of detail into their characters. They really work hard on giving them each unique personalities and characteristics and everything. They do such a good job. Oh, here's the Blue Lions. Huh. There's Lady Reyes. Or Rhea, excuse me. I keep pronouncing her name wrong.
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers Academy, correct?
I don't know why you want me to teach. You don't know me.
To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it.
I mean, it's not like I've got a
Once you have
choice.
finished, come and speak with me. May I ask a favor of you?
Alright, alright. Yes. Alright, I accidentally zoomed in and I don't know how to zoom back out.
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here.
Yeah, I think you're crazy.
Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits.
Oh my gosh.
Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
Yeah, no. How do you even hire somebody who does that in the first place?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable.
He really does not like me. I mean, he has genuine reason, so I understand.
Now, you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
You got it. I really... How did I accidentally zoom in? No. I really don't know how I did that. Huh.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresvelg. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Why, yes, I would.
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant. Arrogant, even. But there's little to be done. One day, I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor.
I really like...
Whereas-
Whoops.
Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
I really like how they have the strengths and weaknesses over here. I think that's a really, really good idea because sometimes it can be a little difficult to remember unless you're like an Advent Fire Emblem
Hubert
fan.
is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable. For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Duke Ire, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is, perhaps, too pleased with its own status.
That's not a good thing.
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping. If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
I kind of like that guy already. Naps are amazing.
He's the second son of Count Burgleys. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him. He's the second. He's over. She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to class. Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
I'm gonna assume that's the same opera company that the teacher was in. I mean, maybe not.
To the west of Fodlan is an archipelago called Brigid. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Brigid is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
Why, thank you.
So, you've accepted it. I wonder if I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more?
Thank you.
Pardon me. Greetings! You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for, and by that I mean...
Gosh, darn it.
Vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
I hate when I do that.
Greetings! You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
It's okay, dude. Alright, so there's nothing over there. I'll probably cut most of the to and from parts out.
Well, well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I'm from the ruling house of the
I did
Lester
it again.
Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan.
Okay.
I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Why, yes, I would.
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
Oh my goodness. That didn't tell me anything about you, dude.
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
His face reminds me of in The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess. The Zant, I think is the guy's name. His face reminds me of Zant's, which is kind of mean, I guess.
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life. Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and actually that's about it. He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of people in this kind of setting that, you know, you go do what your family tells you to.
Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here. But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
That seems kind of rude, though. Well, I mean, no, I guess no. People do that kind of stuff all the time to each other. You know, I poke fun of people at my job.
Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak. Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess.
She seems nice, maybe?
Leone enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
Why, thank you, sir. Haha, I figured it out.
My name is Lawrence Hellman. You must be that renowned mercenary. Perhaps you'd like to join me for a cup of tea sometime. My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. You will want to remember it.
Hi.
So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithea von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
It's like this.
Hey, are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is...
Marianne von Edmund.
Are you joining the Knights of Seros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
Why, thank you. It seems like most of the people here are really nice.
Are you someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leone Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nope.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
Huh.
Hi.
Yeah.
What do you think?
The Golden Deer House is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Our house leader is heir to the Alliance's leadership, House Regan. We have plenty of other prominent nobles as well.
He told me more about Claude than Claude told me about himself.
Okay.
I'll go talk to Dimitri next.
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathed, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention?
Tell me about yourself.
Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think? I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped.
I like this kid so much.
Dedu was born in Dusker, and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man.
He doesn't really seem like a young man. Oh, sorry, yawning. Oh my gosh. Felix?
Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy. He gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime. He's the adoptive son of Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar, but I hear he was born a commoner. He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm.
Sweet-looking kid. Sylvain?
Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help.
Mercedes.
I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom. She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her.
Annette?
Annette is Baron Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery. She's cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night.
Oh my gosh. And Ingrid.
Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself. She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
I like her already, too.
I appreciate your effort.
Why, thank you. No, I want to continue exploring. I haven't talked to everybody yet.
Okay. This classroom belongs to the Blue Lion House. Our house leader is Prince Dimitri. All of us here hail from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Hey, hey. Well, well. It must be my lucky day today, being approached by such a beauty.
Oh
I'm
goodness.
Sylvain Jose Gautier. Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
Alright, let's talk to you.
Hi there. You must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash. Great to meet you.
I have heard that you rescued His
Dang it.
Highness. Words cannot express my gratitude.
I keep forgetting that I have it on auto advance and I don't have to press the button.
This here is Dedu. He serves Prince Dimitri.
Should you ever require my strength, please know that I will hasten to repay this debt.
I have heard all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
He also said you're quite skilled. And he doesn't just say things like that. I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
Oh my
Felix,
gosh.
must you always speak of fighting right away? Oh, and, you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Ah.
And then over here.
And who's this? You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery?
Oh, Mercy! Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about?
Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers' Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best
Whoops.
friend.
I'm Minette. It's nice to meet you.
I pronounced her name wrong. I'm sorry.
Okay?
Alright, and then
This is
Black
the classroom
Eagles.
of the Black Eagle House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Our house leader is Princess Edelgard. There are many other nobles among our ranks as well.
They very obviously value, well, like most of them, they value nobility quite a bit. I love broody boys. Oh my gosh.
What? I don't talk to strangers.
Bernadetta, this is no stranger. Our house leader owes this person a great debt. Is that not right? I am Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate son of the Eyre family, the Empire's foremost house. Are you going to join our class? I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
She's so quiet.
I am Hubert, a humble servant of Lady Edelgard. I heard you came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks. This is Petra. She has come all the way from Brigid to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago, she is actually a princess. In Fodlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Hello. I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with... I am pleased to have met you.
Kind of wish they had given her a slight accent of some sort. Like, it's fine that they didn't, but it would have been kind of cool if she had like a slight accent being from somewhere else.
Is it true that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible. The name's Caspar, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Linhard, goodbye.
Sheesh, Linhard. How'd you get into the academy with those manners? So, are you a student here too? Maybe we'll be in the same class.
Maybe.
Well now, you don't have a familiar face. What brings you here? Oh, my name is Dorothea. Before I joined the Academy, I was a member of an opera company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime.
That would actually be really awesome. Alright, now we'll return to the audience chamber.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
I don't blame the guy,
the
though.
Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Which house will I choose? Oh, they're all so good, though. I am still going to choose the Blue Lions. Well, but
so you have chosen the Blue Lions led by Dimitri, correct?
I will eventually go back and choose the other ones and see what kind of differences there are in the game based off of what house you choose.
Your heart has made its choice, then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the three houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
I will do my best.
Wait, does this mean our new professor is... No, I really can't believe it! But I was speaking to you so casually, as though we were companions. Oh, I am so sorry, Professor. You just look the same age as the rest of us, and... Oh, and I'm sorry I just said that too. I really must watch my tongue.
I don't mind if you treat me as a friend.
You say that, but I just don't know about all of this.
I'll admit, it doesn't sit well with me either. After all, we wish to show you due respect.
Sure, but if the professor says it's okay, shouldn't that be enough? That is, if your highness can consent to such a thing. After all, we're already speaking this way to our future king, so we may as well relax our speech with our professor too, right?
Well, we're not in the kingdom, so it only goes to follow that we should all speak companionably. I concede. If the professor says it's fine, we ought to accept that kindness gratefully.
As for me, I'm not sure I can manage.
You don't have to force yourself if it's too difficult.
No,
You're
definitely
fine with
not.
that too, right, Professor?
Of course.
Such benevolence is a sight to behold. I don't suppose you would care to join me for tea. We could discuss education and marriage.
Control yourself, Sylvain. I have more important matters to discuss with our new professor.
Fighting,
Come
right?
to the training ground later. There, you will show me what you're capable of.
See, I knew it.
You aren't wasting any time, are you, Felix? As it were, count me in for any such battle.
Pardon me, but I would also love to observe you in battle for future reference, if that's okay with you.
Ash, I won't have you speak of merely watching. You should join us as well.
If you get injured, simply say the word and I'll patch you up straight away.
Your Highness, do take care not to go overboard.
You worry too much to do. I'll be fine, I promise.
My companions, is there not something inherently wrong with crossing blades as a way to bond with each other?
Huh. I never thought of it that way. Well, if that's how you feel, I suppose you'll just stay behind while the rest of us are at the training ground?
Ingrid, my dearest friend, you really are too harsh on me.
Well then, Professor, what do you think? As you can see, the Blue Lion House is a lively bunch, but you'll find none who work harder. I'm certain we'll cause our fair share of trouble, but I'm very much looking forward to the year ahead.
As am I. Loading screen. There are new places to explore in the monastery. And I got 1,000 G from the Church of Ceres as funding for this month's activities. All right.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise. You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything. Absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a fascinating topic, but before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now.
And you believe I have a crest?
I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all.
See what you can to find out.
Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as-yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done. What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry.
He seems so happy about this.
What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
Seems super happy about that. It's kind of cute.
With each moon, professors of the Officers' Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month, and when.
Monastery schedules feature different events on different days. Each week you will have one day off when you may choose an activity from the list. Your only option at first will be to explore. Battle, seminar, and explore. Oh, there's also a rest. Yes, I would like to explore. So this is my room. Whoops.
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end. Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
Okay. I'm not too keen on the professor of my class. I really hope to focus more on strategy. Maybe I should talk to my professor about transferring to a different class.
But which class would you transfer to, honey? Like, from my understanding is there's only so much you can really do.
His Highness has said that he trusts you, and I have no cause for doubt. But if you mistreat him in any way, I will take action.
Okay.
I have a request.
I hear there will be a mock battle soon. We must not neglect our training.
Yes, sir.
I trust
got
that
it.
you will carefully study the strengths and weaknesses of each of your students, that you may provide effective guidance.
I will do my
Regardless
best.
of the results, this battle will be a great learning experience. Even so, what is the point of competition if the aim isn't to win? As this is your first time at the monastery, please allow me to show you the ropes. Both students and, for example, I encourage you to...
Whoops, I didn't realize I forgot he actually talked. I'm sorry.
There are bulletin boards in various places around the monastery. Have you seen them, Professor? There you can find requests from various sources, as well as information about the market. If you fulfill these requests, you should eventually be able to use even more of the facilities here. The bulletin board gets updated frequently. You would do well to check it once a month. This probably goes without saying, but no matter which facility you use, it will take up a considerable amount of your time. It's helpful to plan out activities in advance, so that you don't mistakenly squander your time here.
Okay.
Professors at the Officers' Academy are expected to have exceptional leadership skills. Students and teachers alike must devote themselves to their studies and strive to acquire great wisdom, even outside their respective fields.
Alright. Now, I want to make sure while I'm going around, I'm still going to talk to as many people as I can. I think it's important to do that, honestly. Because even if they're not in the class I chose,
I hear there's gonna be a mock
still
battle
need to know
between the
them.
houses. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit concerned about facing an elite mercenary like you. Maybe take it easy on us. What do you say?
Oh, Professor! Have you adjusted to life at the Academy yet? Me, I'm still not used to it. I'm not one for all this studying and training.
Alright, this map is confusing. Like,
Hey there.
it's not like super hard, no. It's just, this place is a lot bigger than I expected it to be.
I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you if I have to.
Uh-huh,
It may have been
sure.
only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
Well, who do you think taught me? Like, especially if I'm his daughter, ma'am.
I was just heading back to my room. Bye!
She's cute, oh my god. Aw.
I don't like to come out unless I really have to. Hope you're okay with that, Professor.
Poor thing.
Professor? Hey, Professor. If you got spare time, wanna join me for a trip into town? There's an inn that serves the most amazing food. It's one of my favorite places to eat. You simply must come try it with me. Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
Okay, I can do that. I think side quests are a very important part of games like this because one, it gets you the extra items. It helps build relationships with people, and it really helps teach you the story more. This is so pretty. It really is. I know I've said it dozens of times. I just can't get over how good this game looks.
The Great Tree Moon is the best time of the year for naps. I could just forget all about my assignment.
Honey, I will take naps with you.
Yeah.
Naps are always amazing. Always.
Oh, did you come to look at the plants too? The greenhouse here is really incredible. There are so many rare flowers I'd never seen back home, and herbs I never even knew existed. My adoptive father is the real expert. He taught me everything I know about herbs, including how to tell them apart and how to make medicines. You should try looking around the greenhouse sometime if the mood strikes you. Maybe something will catch your eye.
I keep meaning to read the option I pick, and I keep forgetting. Alright.
My thanks.
Oh, wow. So can I plant more of them? Oh, okay. Nope. I was just curious. Oh, who did I not talk to?
Let's see.
I wonder who you are.
I'm a little busy.
Can't we talk just a little?
I really can't right now. I got a lot of things to do. Work and stuff like that. Why don't you look at the flowers in the greenhouse instead? They're pretty.
So last time I did pick the other option, and he literally would not say anything else to me. I was kind of upset. I'm really glad I picked that one now. Oh, well, excuse me.
Goddess, I pray to thee. Please protect us.
Oh, honey, you look like you got some serious bags under your eyes. Poor thing.
Hello there, Professor. Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself. My brother would not be pleased if he heard you
Oh, I
saying
should have said the
such
other one.
things.
Darn it.
The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have. Might you help me with a favor?
All right. The dining hall.
Greetings. Here at the monastery, I have had many great learnings from many great people. I am hopeful to have learnings from you, too. As forever, I will do my best trying.
She seems really nice.
Yes. I'm busy. Do you want something? Then get out of my way.
Why am I not surprised?
Ugh, I really need to eat. I can't hold out until the next meal.
Oh my
Why can't the
gosh.
dining hall stay open all the time? I need to keep eating if I want to get stronger.
Dude, you look plenty strong enough, please. I think that is part of the side quest I had just picked up from, oh wow, I already forgot. Oh my gosh, I'm awful with names. But to eat with more than somebody, so I'll wait and do, no, I'll wait and do the eat with people after this. Woohoo! It reminds me a lot of the fishing in Final Fantasy 15, actually. Oh, there's still so many people I haven't talked to. Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable.
The Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince, and the heir to the Alliance's leading house. This is one exceptional year, that's for sure. If you're a teacher here, you better watch your step. If anything were to happen to those kids, well, suffice to say that it could harm the reputation of the Church of Seros, which we've spent almost a millennium establishing.
Oh. I love seeing all the random animals. Just cats and dogs are everywhere here. It's so neat. I mean, I'm an animal person, so that might be why I like it so much.
You have helped me so much.
Why, thank you. Woo!
Greetings.
Let's go find these people up here. Oh, this is pretty. The Amiibo Gazebo. This is an Amiibo Gazebo. When you scan an Amiibo here, certain items will appear at random in the monastery in all of your save files. Wow! You'll get higher quality items for scanning Fire Emblem character Amiibos. Each Fire Emblem character Amiibo may also provide unique rewards. Well, I am gonna have to do that at some point. That is cool.
All right. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. By the by, have you ever regretted a decision and wished you could go back and undo it? It's too bad there's no lesson for how to turn back the old clock, huh? But I suppose a bad decision isn't worth all that fuss anyhow.
I guess that kind of depends on the decision you made, really. For some people, it would be all the difference in the world.
Hello, Professor. I have a teeny tiny question for you, if that's all right. You haven't seen a man with hair the same color as mine, a scowling face, and a generally gloomy demeanor, have you?
Can't say that I have.
I suppose it was silly to ask. Sorry for wasting your time.
Hello, I want to
As
talk.
part of our commitment to the goddess, the knights undertake various missions across all of Fodlan. Assisting with the education of young nobles is also a part of our sacred duty.
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
I hear a member of House Fresfel, the ruling family of the Empire, has entered the Officers' Academy for the first time in ages. It is said that the Adrestian Empire's very founding was aided by none other than Saint Seros. That is why the crest of Seros is on the Imperial flag. In recent years, a rift has developed between the Empire and the Church. Let us hope this will be a good opportunity for both parties to reforge their close relationship of years past.
Here's an idea. There are two types of crests. Major crests manifest their power most effectively, while minor crests are slightly weaker. It is said that the closer a person's blood relation is to various saints and heroes, the higher their chance of bearing a major crest. Of course, there are also examples of major crests manifesting in children whose parents bear no crest whatsoever. The exact nature of how and why crests are inherited is still a mystery.
Alright, let's see. I don't think we got that many more people to talk to.
Hi, Professor. Have you gotten around to visiting the library yet?
Oh, I would love to.
Absolutely loaded with valuable information. I only wish I wasn't burdened with the necessity of sleep, so I could spend all my hours there.
You like
In a
reading?
manner, yes. But it's more that I want to learn as much as I possibly can.
I mean, I just like to read, personally. So more power to you, babe. I definitely, as long as you're sleeping, not damaging your health. Who is it? Oh, there.
Yes, it's true that I'm the only commoner in the Black Eagle house. I knew that before the first day of class. Those people are simply exhausting.
Oh gosh. I can't imagine having to deal with a class of all nobles and you're the only commoner.
Before I came to the Officers' Academy, I attended a school of magic in the kingdom capital. That's where I met Annie. That's what I call Annette. Oh, I guess Lawrence was at the School of Magic too. But Annie was always just so nice to me, even though I was older. She's my best friend in the world.
Aw. Alright, Ingrid.
The Blue Lion House derived its name from the honorary title of the first king of Fargus. Lug, the king of lions, wore brilliantly blue garments. His chivalric exploits are recorded in multiple legends. The library holds various historical accounts regarding him and the Blue Lions. If you find time, you should read them. They're filled with insights.
I actually would read that. I'm not like super big into history or anything. It just seems like an interesting story in general to read through. And even if they're not in my class, I'm still gonna talk to them.
This is the Golden Deer House. You're in charge of a different class, right? Too bad we won't see more of each other. I'm happy to learn from you if the opportunity comes up.
Our house is that of the Golden Deer. Do you know the significance of that name, Professor?
No.
Golden deer are sacred creatures, said to have protected Leicester since time immemorial. All three of the houses have a meaning behind their name. You should feel free to ask around if that sort of knowledge interests you.
I actually would. Alright, just a few more. And then we will pick 2 students to sit down and eat and talk with.
Listen.
Who do we got?
Do you know the provenance of our class name? The eagle. That refers to the twin-headed eagle on the Adrestian Empire's coat of arms. And black is the traditional color of the Empire's armor. Hence, black eagles.
I guess that's a interesting reason to choose a name. Okay, the bulletin board. Okay, so just what I already have and what I already know. I don't think we got that many more people. Looks like just these 3.
What?
So who is he?
I care nothing of friendship.
Oh gosh.
If you have no business here, leave.
I'm sorry, my chair is really squeaky, so I move and it makes a lot of sound.
Listen to this. Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong. I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor assigned to our class. After that teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I figured Yuritsa was a natural replacement. I was surprised when you were suddenly appointed professor instead. I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. I could probably take you, though.
Huh. Not a
Really
chance.
think so? With enough training, I'm sure I'll beat you someday.
Maybe. Maybe you will.
I trust you're eager to face the Black Eagles in battle. Enjoy the thrill of anticipation while it lasts. Soon you'll wish you had chosen to lead our house instead.
If you continue to insist on distracting me,
Oh,
I will
man.
have no choice but to get rid of you. Joking, of course.
Alright. That's everyone.
Okay.
Let's go find...
Oh.
I think, yeah. Pretty sure I can go this way. Ooh, look what we got here. Arcane, crystal, and a southern fruit blend. So you can find random items in the field.
Hey!
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Indeed.
Okay.
Oh, this is not the eating hall. Oops. I'm lost.
All right.
You would think I was in there not that long ago that I would remember.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and save it and see what happens if I fight
I'm
him.
busy. Do you want something?
Aw, man. Never mind. I am going to go ahead and take these 2 because they are good best friends with each other. So I'm going to have lunch with them.
Today's dish was so good. Oh, but not as good as your homemade sweets, Mercy.
You're too kind. Maybe I'll bake some for you next time, Professor.
See? Awesome. Ooh, and I got my professor level up. Nice. Nice.
Nice. I knew I could count on you.
Awesome. So there is nothing else to do. I really wish I'd picked the other option with Felix. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. So we'll go ahead and end the activity. It's Ferdinand's birthday.
Much appreciated.
Actually, I'm going to go ahead and save and stop here for now, and then because this is going to be a long playthrough, just like Tales of Vesperia. So if you haven't watched, I only have one video up of it right now, but I will also be uploading that alongside this, going in between them as best as I can. So check it out if you have time, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry it ended up being so long. And hopefully you'll check out the next one. Let me know what you think in the comments. And like the video, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys in Let's Game, where we can game together, okay? Bye!